Let me ask you something. If you met yourself a year from now, would you recognize the person you've become? Or would you still be stuck in the same patterns, the same struggles, playing the same old game? If you want 2025 to be the year that changes everything, then you need to disappear. Not from the world, but from the version of you that's holding you back. You need to go all in, rebuild yourself from the inside out, and reemerge as a completely different person. Stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. Here's how you do it. In a world that constantly demands your attention, the greatest power you can develop is the ability to go silent and focus. Right now, you are surrounded by distractions, social media notifications, endless news updates, people with opinions about your life, and a flood of information that keeps you spinning in circles instead of moving forward. If you want to transform yourself and become unrecognizable in 2025, you must cut out the noise. You must make the conscious decision to step away from everything that pulls your energy in the wrong direction and start directing it toward what truly matters. The first step is to recognize what's stealing your focus. Most people don't even realize how much of their mental energy is being drained by meaningless distractions. They wake up and immediately check their phones, scrolling through feeds filled with other people's lives. They spend hours consuming content instead of creating their own future. They engage in conversations that add no value, listen to negativity that plants seeds of doubt, and allow external influences to dictate their emotions. This cycle keeps them trapped, unable to make real progress. If you want to break free, you need to reclaim your focus. One of the most powerful ways to do this is to create intentional silence in your life. This doesn't mean isolating yourself forever, but it does mean stepping back long enough to reset your mind. Consider taking a break from social media, turning off notifications, or even setting aside time each day to be completely disconnected from outside influences. When you remove the noise, you gain clarity. You start to hear your own thoughts again. You begin to recognize what truly matters to you, instead of being constantly pulled in 100 different directions by external forces. Your environment plays a major role in this process. If you are constantly surrounded by people who drain your energy, who bring drama, negativity, and distractions into your life, it's time to make a change. You cannot afford to carry dead weight if you are serious about transformation. Protect your space. Spend time in places that inspire you, around people who challenge and uplift you. Seek solitude when needed to gain perspective. Some of the most successful people in the world take regular breaks from society to think, strategize, and plan their next moves. Silence isn't weakness, it's power. Another key aspect of cutting out the noise is eliminating mental clutter. Your mind is like a battlefield, and if you let it be filled with unnecessary thoughts, doubts, and worries, you will never operate at your highest level. Start practicing mindfulness. Learn to quiet your thoughts through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in stillness. When you can control your mind, you can control your future. Most people never take the time to sit with their thoughts, to evaluate their beliefs, or to intentionally direct their focus toward what they want. That's why they stay stuck. But when you master the art of focus, you become a force that cannot be stopped. Once you have cleared out the distractions, the next step is to channel your energy into meaningful action. With all the time you used to spend consuming pointless information, replace it with productive habits. Read books that expand your mind, study skills that increase your value, set goals and execute them with precision. Use your newfound silence to build, create, and grow. This is where transformation happens. The version of you that is constantly distracted, overwhelmed, and scattered will disappear. In its place will emerge a person who is sharp, disciplined, and completely in control of their life. When you cut out the noise, something incredible happens. You start to move faster. You stop second-guessing yourself because you're no longer comparing your journey to others. You stop procrastinating because your mind isn't clouded with distractions. You gain momentum, and before you know it, you have made more progress in a few months than most people make in years. This is the power of focus. The world will try to pull you back into distraction. People will question why you're being so quiet, why you're not as available as before. Let them wonder, let them doubt, because when you finally reemerge, when they see what you have been building in silence, they won't even recognize you. You will have transformed, elevated, and become a version of yourself that even you didn't think was possible. This is how you disappear and become unrecognizable in 2025. You cut out the noise. You go silent. You focus. And then you execute relentlessly. The world won't see it coming, but you will, because you made it happen. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do. It determines whether you succeed or fail, whether you push forward or stay stuck, whether you break through limitations or remain trapped in the same cycle year after year. If you want to become unrecognizable in 2025, the first thing you must do is reinvent your mindset and kill every single limiting belief that has been holding you back. Because the truth is, the biggest thing standing between you and the life you want isn't external, it's internal. It's the beliefs you've accepted as truth, the invisible chains keeping you from taking action, the doubts whispering in your ear every time you think about leveling up. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mind. Most people don't even realize how much of their thinking is programmed by the past. They've absorbed limiting beliefs from their parents, teachers, society, and their own experiences of failure and rejection. They've been told things like success is only for the lucky, money is hard to earn, I'm not smart enough, or people like me don't succeed. And because they've heard these lies for so long, they start to believe them. They don't even question them. These beliefs shape their reality, creating invisible barriers that keep them playing small. But here's the truth. Your beliefs are not facts. They are just thoughts that have been repeated so many times that they feel real. And the moment you challenge them, the moment you decide to rewrite your story, everything changes. The first step to killing limiting beliefs is to identify them. You must become hyper aware of the negative thoughts that control your actions. Every time you hesitate, every time you feel fear or self-doubt creeping in, stop and ask yourself, what belief is driving this hesitation? Maybe you're afraid to start a new business because deep down you believe you'll fail. Maybe you avoid speaking up because you believe your voice doesn't matter. Maybe you procrastinate because you believe success isn't for you. Once you uncover the belief behind the behavior, you can begin to dismantle it. Next, you must replace these limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. Your mind is like a garden. If you don't actively plant powerful thoughts, the weeds of doubt and fear will take over. Start feeding yourself with new beliefs that align with the person you want to become. Instead of, I can't do this, say, I am more than capable. Instead of, I always fail, say, every setback is a lesson that makes me stronger. Instead of, I don't deserve success, say, I am worthy of greatness. These new beliefs must become your new reality. You don't just say them once, you repeat them over and over until they become ingrained in your subconscious. But belief alone is not enough. You must prove it to yourself through action. Take small, consistent steps that reinforce your new mindset. If you've always been afraid to speak in public, start by speaking up in small groups. If you've told yourself you're not a disciplined person, commit to waking up early and sticking to a routine. Every action you take in alignment with your new belief strengthens it. And as you start seeing results, your confidence grows and your old limiting beliefs lose their power. Surround yourself with people who reinforce your new mindset. If you spend time around people who constantly complain, doubt themselves, and make excuses, their beliefs will infect you like a virus. But if you immerse yourself in an environment of winners, people who think big, take risks, and refuse to settle, you will start to absorb their mindset. Read books from the greatest minds, listen to powerful speakers, and put yourself in rooms where success is normal. The final step is to make this shift permanent. Reinventing your mindset isn't a one-time event, it's a lifelong commitment. You must guard your mind every day. Just like an athlete trains their body, you must train your mind. Journal your progress, reflect on how far you've come, and reinforce your new identity daily. Anytime a limiting belief tries to creep back in, shut it down immediately. Replace it with a stronger, more empowering thought. The person you are today is a direct result of the mindset you've been operating with. If you want to become a completely different person in 2025, if you want to be unrecognizable from who you are today, you must first change the way you think. Kill the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back and replace them with beliefs that empower you. When you do this, nothing will be impossible. You will start moving differently, taking bigger risks, achieving greater success, and stepping into a version of yourself that you never thought was possible. The world won't recognize you, but you will, because this is who you were always meant to be. Discipline is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. It is the difference between success and failure, between those who achieve greatness and those who stay stuck in mediocrity. If you want to become unrecognizable in 2025, you must build ruthless discipline, the kind of discipline that doesn't negotiate, that doesn't make excuses, that does what must be done no matter what. Because the truth is, motivation will fail you, inspiration will fade, but discipline, that's what carries you through when you don't feel like it, when it's hard, when the world is throwing obstacles in your way. If you can master discipline, you can master anything. The first step to building ruthless discipline is to eliminate the option of failure. Too many people leave room for excuses. They say, I'll try, or I'll do my best, but they don't make an unshakable commitment. If you want to transform, you must remove the option of not following through. There is no maybe. There is no if I feel like it. There is only I do what I said I would do. When you operate with this mindset, you don't wait for the perfect conditions. You act. You don't let distractions pull you away. You stay locked in. You don't let emotions dictate your actions. You execute regardless of how you feel. To develop this level of discipline, you must train yourself to do hard things every single day. Your brain is wired for comfort. It will always choose the easy way out unless you force it to adapt. Start by making small commitments and keeping them no matter what. Wake up at the time you said you would, even if you're tired. Hit the gym, even when you don't feel like it. Work on your goals, even when distractions are calling you. Every time you follow through on a commitment, you reinforce the identity of someone who is disciplined. You prove to yourself that you don't need to feel motivated to take action. One of the biggest killers of discipline is emotional decision-making. If you allow yourself to be ruled by how you feel in the moment, you will never be consistent. You must learn to separate your emotions from your actions. The best performers in the world don't ask themselves if they feel like training, if they feel like putting in the work. They just do it because they understand that discipline is not about feelings, it's about commitment. Train yourself to operate based on your standards, not your emotions. If you tell yourself you will work out, you do it even if you're exhausted. If you commit to reading 10 pages a day, you do it even if you don't want to. The more you push through resistance, the stronger your discipline becomes. Another key to building ruthless discipline is creating non-negotiable routines. If you leave room for decision-making, you leave room for excuses. Successful people don't decide each day whether they will take action. They have routines that make discipline automatic. Set up your environment so that discipline becomes the default. If you struggle with procrastination, eliminate distractions. If you have trouble waking up early, set a consistent sleep schedule. If you want to eat clean, remove junk food from your house. Make it easier to follow through than to fail. Accountability is also a powerful tool in strengthening discipline. When you keep your commitments private, it's easy to break them. But when you tell someone what you're going to do, when you put yourself in a position where backing out would mean public failure, you create an extra layer of pressure that forces you to follow through. Find someone who will hold you to your commitments. Surround yourself with disciplined individuals who push you to level up. Finally, understand that discipline is built through repetition. You don't become ruthlessly disciplined overnight, it's a process. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you are rewiring your brain for success. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Eventually, what once felt difficult will feel natural. You won't have to force yourself. You will just be the kind of person who does what must be done every single day without hesitation. When you build ruthless discipline, you become unstoppable. You separate yourself from the masses who make excuses and wait for the right moment. You develop an internal drive that pushes you forward no matter what. You stop needing motivation because discipline takes over. And when you operate with this level of commitment, you will transform. By 2025, the world won't recognize you, but you will recognize yourself because you made it happen one disciplined decision at a time. Your body is the foundation of everything you do. It is the vehicle that carries you through life, the engine that powers your energy, focus, and execution. If you want to become unrecognizable in 2025, if you want to reach levels of success you've never imagined, then transforming your body is not optional, it's non-negotiable. The way you treat your body determines how you show up in every area of your life. Your energy levels, mental clarity, and ability to push through challenges all stem from your physical state. If you're tired, sluggish, and weak, how can you expect to perform at your peak? But when you build strength, endurance, and vitality, you unlock an unstoppable version of yourself, one that operates at maximum capacity every single day. The first step to transforming your body is making a firm commitment. This isn't about casually deciding to get in shape when it's convenient. It's about declaring that physical excellence is a core standard in your life. That means no more skipping workouts, no more eating garbage that slows you down, no more neglecting the one thing that has the power to change everything: your health. Success leaves clues, and if you study the highest performers in any field, you'll notice they all prioritize their physical state. Why? Because they understand that their body is the foundation of their performance. They don't treat exercise as a chore, they treat it as a necessity. If you're serious about transforming in 2025, you must adopt the same mindset. Building a strong body starts with movement. The human body was designed to move, yet most people spend their days sitting, slouched over screens, letting their muscles weaken and their energy drain. You need to flip that script. Make movement a daily habit, not just something you do when you have time. Strength training, cardio, stretching, it all matters. Lift weights to build power, run, cycle, or do high-intensity training to boost endurance. Stretch to keep your body flexible and injury-free. And don't just train your body, train your mind to push past limits. The greatest transformations happen when you break through resistance. When your body says, I can't, but your mind says, keep going, that's where the real growth happens. What you put into your body is just as important as how you move it. Your diet isn't just about weight, it's about energy, focus, and longevity. Stop poisoning yourself with processed junk, sugar, and empty calories that drain your energy and kill your momentum. Instead, fuel your body with high-performance nutrition. Eat clean, whole foods. Lean proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates that keep you strong and energized. Hydrate like a champion. Your body is mostly water, and dehydration leads to fatigue, brain fog, and poor performance. Make clean eating a lifestyle, not a temporary fix. The quality of your output in life is directly tied to the quality of what you put into your body. Recovery is the third pillar of physical transformation. Most people focus only on training, but what they don't realize is that growth happens during recovery. Your body rebuilds itself when you rest, not when you're grinding. That means sleep is non-negotiable. Stop glorifying hustle culture that burns you out. If you want to perform like an elite, you need to recover like one. Get high questionable sleep, 7 to 9 hours a night, uninterrupted. Prioritize deep rest so your muscles repair, your mind resets, and your energy recharges. If you treat your sleep like an afterthought, you'll never reach your full potential. Discipline is the glue that holds all of this together. Anyone can work out once in a while. Anyone can eat clean for a few days. But the ones who transform are the ones who stay consistent. No matter what's happening in their life, they show up, they don't make excuses, they don't wait for motivation, they do what needs to be done every single day because they refuse to accept anything less than excellence. That's the mindset you need. The moment you start negotiating with yourself, you lose. The moment you skip a workout because you don't feel like it, you weaken your standards. Set the bar high and never lower it. Physical transformation isn't just about aesthetics. It's about power, confidence, and resilience. It's about proving to yourself that you are in control of your body, not the other way around. When you take charge of your physical health, everything else in your life follows. You think clearer, move faster, work harder, and feel unstoppable. Your body becomes a reflection of your mindset. Disciplined, powerful, and built for success. By 2025, you should be unrecognizable, not just in your achievements, but in your physical presence. When people see you, they should feel your energy before you even speak. They should see the strength, the discipline, the unstoppable force you've become. And most importantly, you should feel it, because when you transform your body, you don't just look different, you operate on a whole new level. And that's the key to becoming the person you were meant to be. In today's world, the people who thrive are the ones who take control of their own economy. They don't wait for opportunities to come to them. They create opportunities. They don't rely on a single income source. They develop skills that make them indispensable. If you want to become unrecognizable in 2025, if you want to elevate your life to a whole new level, then mastering a high income skill is non-negotiable. This is not about working harder. It's about working smarter, developing expertise that sets you apart, and making yourself so valuable that success becomes inevitable. The first step to mastering a high-income skill is choosing the right one. Not all skills are created equal. Some skills will keep you stuck in the same financial bracket year after year, while others have the potential to open doors to limitless opportunities. The key is to focus on skills that the marketplace values. Skills that solve real problems, drive results, and create impact. Sales, copywriting, digital marketing, software development, public speaking, investing, coaching. These are just a few examples of high-growth skills that can put you in control of your financial future. The question is, which skill are you going to commit to mastering? Once you've chosen a skill, the next step is full immersion. Dabbling won't get you anywhere. Too many people spend years learning something without ever mastering it because they treat it like a hobby instead of an obsession. If you want to become world-class at a skill, you must go all in. That means devouring every piece of knowledge available, practicing relentlessly, and surrounding yourself with people who are already succeeding in that field. Study the top performers. What do they do differently? What habits do they have? What strategies do they use? Success leaves clues. And if you're willing to put in the work, you can follow the same path. Repetition is the key to mastery. Most people give up too soon because they expect results overnight. But true mastery takes time. It's about doing the same thing over and over again, refining your approach, and pushing through challenges until you reach a level of excellence that few ever achieve. The difference between an amateur and an expert isn't talent, it's consistency. The best in the world are not the most gifted, they are the most relentless. They show up every day even when they don't feel like it. They embrace failure as feedback. They understand that every mistake, every setback, every moment of frustration is part of the process. Monetizing your skill is where transformation happens. It's not enough to be good at something. You must learn how to turn your expertise into income. That means building a brand, marketing yourself effectively, and positioning yourself as an authority in your space. If you master a skill but never put it out into the world, you're leaving money on the table. The highest earners are not just skilled. They know how to communicate their value, attract the right opportunities, and create demand for what they offer. Whether it's starting your own business, freelancing, consulting, or climbing the ranks in a company, you must find a way to get paid for your expertise. Your skill set is your security. In an unpredictable world, the people who win are those who have control over their income. If you rely on a single job or a single source of revenue, you are at the mercy of forces outside your control. But when you develop a high basis skill, you become untouchable. No matter what happens in the economy, no matter what changes in the job market, you have the ability to generate income on demand. You have the power to create wealth, not just for yourself, but for your family, your future, and your legacy. If you commit to mastering a high-converse skill, by 2025, you won't just be different. You'll be in a completely different league. You'll have the confidence that comes from knowing you can create financial freedom on your own terms. You'll have the ability to design your life the way you want it. And most importantly, you'll never again be in a position where you have to depend on someone else to determine your success. Because you will have built something that no one can take away, your own economy, powered by your own expertise.